Men in a Tub presents the Tubcast.
Welcome to the Tubcast. That's right. Welcome one, welcome all. My name is Eric. I know you've come to expect me, and as always, I am joined by no one. That's right. Nobody is here. It's just me. How's it going? I'm just hanging out here, having a Diet Coke. I'm in my home. I hope all of you are doing swell wherever you may be. Thanks for tuning in tonight. It's a special occasion. It's a special night. It's a time for us to gather around and have a chat. Right? We're gonna just it's just us friends. We're here. It's weird. It's hard when we do the Tubcast. There's a certain amount of energy when there's more people in the room, but when it's just me here, I feel like I don't have the same magnetism. Let's say that. So hopefully you can help me out, help me feel like I'm, you're watching and we're having a good time together. It's doubling audio in stereo. Well, that sounds really cool. I hope that's a problem. I think that's definitely a problem. Let me see if I can fix that. Thank you for letting me know that, Kyle, in the chat. Nah, I don't know how to fix that. That is weird. Let's see. I don't know why you would be hearing it twice. Check. You should only be hearing it once. That is true. It sounds good. Oh, okay. It's better. Stream is better. All right. That was just Kyle. All right. Whew. All right, Kyle. You have me stressed out here, and everyone else says sounds fine. All right. No, but thanks for joining me. I want to just hang out and talk a little bit. I saw something. I saw something on Twitch when I was loading up tonight that I thought was really funny. They must have started to do something. I mean, as you know, Amazon owns Twitch, and they are streaming football on Thursday nights, I guess, on Twitch. And just seeing the Twitch community interact in chat with football might have been my favorite thing I've seen so far this week. I just clicked in it just to see, out of just sheer curiosity. And I don't feel like I have to explain this internet meme to everyone who's watching or listening right now. But you know the thing where the Call of Duty game came out, I think it was Modern Warfare when this was the first time this happened. And there was the press F to pay respects. That was on PC. I mean, if you're on Xbox, you pressed X, but it was press F to pay respects. You're at a funeral and there was a fallen soldier there and you had to pay your respects by pressing F, right? That's the meme. Well, in this football game, one of the footballers had been tackled and his neck bent in a way that was not natural. And I just saw the Twitch chat start flooding with the letter F. And I don't know what else to say. It got me. It was funny. That was a good time. The internet can be good. It can be a fun place, in limited quantities. It's all about what? Limited quantities? That's not the word I'm looking for. Anyways, TP Poker, how's it going? Good evening. What is the big announcement? I haven't made the big announcement yet. But everybody's here. All the fans are here. No, but thanks for joining us, TP Poker. Thanks to Kitty Kells for being in the chat, and Joe Oliver. And of course, Kyle, thanks for being in the chat. I guess we'll just get down to brass tacks, right? We'll get down to the nitty gritty, the business of what's happening. Men in a Tub is, the fellas, Jeremy, Kyle, Kuipers. We really love doing this show, and we are passionate about it, and passionate about making things better and doing things better and trying to grow this community. We've been doing it for, over 200 and some episodes. And I mean, we love the fan base we have. It's small, it's nimble. You show up and you're supportive, and it's awesome. And we don't want that to go away. And we don't really want to, sometimes it's easy to get really stuck in a habit of doing the same thing over and over again, and we just keep hoping that it grows. And it's not that it has to be this thing that makes us millions of dollars to be successful. It's just that we want to see or at least consistent growth, or that things are getting better, or that the community is growing, or stuff like that. And I would say for the last year or so, we've just kind of noticed a decline. And I don't know if it's Twitch. I don't know if it's us, if we're just not doing a good job at marketing ourselves, or what have you. Or maybe, and we've a lot of times the brand comes into question, like Men in a Tub. Like, is that something that people are confused about? We think probably so. And also the other side of this announcement is that we kind of split our focus a lot, or we've tried to do multiple different things in the past. We've tried to do vlogging. We've tried, we do the podcast every week, which is the Tubcast, which is here. We've tried to do game streaming. We haven't been very consistent with that. And then we do like things like Extra Life, which, I mean, we feel like it was successful just because we raised more money this year than we had in previous years. Last year it was around $900. This year it was, over $1,200, almost $1,300. And so that to us is a measure of success. But we didn't notice that reflected quite as much in like the chat, and like, are these people, where are they coming from? And so we've been talking about this for a long time. This isn't something that's just, this change is happening fast, but we've been talking about what we're going to do next for a long time. And so that's kind of where we're at now. And what we're going to do is we're going to kind of go black for a little while. Men in a Tub is going to not be putting anything out there for a little bit. Right now, the plan is to come back in January. And we're going to be new. We're going to rebrand ourselves. It's Men in a Tub. It's been around. I came up with the name for Men in a Tub in probably 2004 or something like that. And it's come and gone through different iterations. We've had 3 seasons of the Tubcast. It started in 2008, and then it went away for a while, and then it started again in 2011 or something. 2010. And then went away again, and then we started this iteration of it in 2015. So we've been going strong for almost over 4 years, actually. So we just have decided that as much as we love doing the show and we look forward to that, we just want to change. So we're not going to be doing the podcast, at least in the form that it is. So if you're listening to this on the audio only version, thank you for all the time you've listened. But this will probably, at least for the time being, this will be probably the last episode in that feed. I don't want you to be sad, because we're always going to be, podcasting's like my passion. So there's always going to be something next in the audio realm. Whether the Tubcast makes a triumphant return because we realize we can't do anything else, or some other form of that. I think you can look forward to something coming around there in the future. And then what we plan to do is in January, and maybe, who knows, maybe we'll fly through this planning process and this change, and it'll be sooner. I don't know. But right now we're just trying to be have a honest goal. And right now that's January. So we're going to come back with a new brand, a new name. It's going to still be the same people you've come to know and love and cherish, hopefully. But we're going to try to just focus on game streaming. And it's not that I hope that you don't kind of roll your eyes at this and go, okay, well, there's a lot of game streamers out there I could be watching. We watch Men in a Tub for the Tubcast, and that's kind of the thing. And I don't doubt that. We don't doubt that that's what you watch it for, why you love us. That's great. But we're really trying to kind of focus our energy and also just focus our efforts. So we hope that by doing this, becoming more game centric, by next year when we do Extra Life again, we'll hopefully have a community built up that will also contribute to that donation number, and other things like that. And so the plan is right now, this is just a loose plan. I'm just trying to share some of this because I've been going back and forth with the guys today, and like I didn't know how to, like we thought about just not doing anything tonight and just kind of making this all a surprise. That was more my idea, and I know Kyle was concerned about that, and I don't even think he knew I was doing this. So anyways, so what we are going to be doing is we'll still probably be streaming on Thursday nights, and that'll be like a group thing. Like it'll be everyone that's normally on the Tubcast, and we'll be there. We'll be having our normal conversations, but it's going to be over gameplay. So that's kind of what that is. So I think if you've come to enjoy the conversations that we have and the things we like to talk about and the insights that we have or the opinions that we have, I think you'll see that come through still on Thursday nights with the game streams that we do. Also, then what also will happen is then us individually are going to be starting to do weekly streams, game streams, where we'll be talking to you and just playing games, because we're always playing games anyways. And we've tried to go from like the Loop. We tried the Loop, which was like a talk show about video games, and that was just what we were going to do, just video games. And then we're going to have the Tubcast too, and we spread ourselves so thin doing that. And we're like, well, I think we have more people watching the Tubcast. Let's just keep doing that and incorporate the video games into that. And I think that worked for a little while, and it was good. But we noticed always like we'd run out of things to talk about and always just end up wanting to talk about video games because we're all really excited about video games. And so this is just kind of where this decision came out of, is like, let's try to focus on this. We're Twitch affiliates now. And like sometimes we get really close to hitting the mark to where we could become a partner with Twitch. And that's, I think, a goal we've all had in common for a while. We've wanted to hit that. So I think that's just going to kind of be our focus. If all of this crashes and burns, then I'm sure that, we're never going to be done doing some form of broadcasting or podcasting or whatever it is. But I think it's a little bit scary for us too. I know when I was talking to Kyle today and Jeremy and Kuipers, like I think everybody's a little apprehensive about ending the Tubcast because else we're not seeing any growth at all. And like I said, that's nothing to do with you guys. It's like we love that you show up all the time. It's just that we really want to try to branch out and grow the channel more. So I hope that answers some of the questions. Right now, we're not going to reveal what our channel is going to be called, or kind of what this collective of us is going to be called. But I think we're going to have some surprises. I think there's going to be some stuff that you're not going to expect. There's going to be new stream ideas, new content. Hopefully down the road there'll be new podcasts, and maybe there'll be different formats, different things like that. So that's kind of what I wanted to share. I don't know if there's anyone in the chat that has questions about this, or if you're really mad, let us hear that too. But that's kind of where we're at right now. TP Poker asks, will there be nude content? At this point, we have no plans for nude content. I definitely, I mean, judging by our physiques, the men who are in the tub now, I definitely understand why you would want nude content. It only makes sense. But we do not have that Patreon tier yet. I'm sure if it gets to a point where we are very desperate, as Kyle put it in the chat, Jeremy will probably be interested in providing you with whatever nude content you would need. No, I did not say nude. You thought I said nude. I said new, N-E-W. Okay, not nude. Yeah. So that's the other thing is like I think we'll all kind of have our own shtick throughout the week. Um, I'll have a weekly stream. Kyle's gonna have a weekly stream. Jeremy's gonna have a weekly stream. I think we convinced Kuipers to even do a weekly stream. I don't know if his will be as frequent, but that's something to look forward to. I bet you could just get him to dance on those streams all the time, which will be fun. And then, like I said, we hope to do probably Thursday nights, unless another night works better. But we'll probably do a Thursday night group stream where we'll be able to have more conversations and play games together. Hopefully, it's stuff like Jackbox or just even just Call of Duty or just normal stuff like that. TP Poker says, I also have an announcement to make. TP Poker, why don't you go ahead? I think this is the platform that it's intended for. Why don't you go ahead and get that announcement out so everyone can hear while we're still live and recording? Go for it. What's your announcement? I'm waiting here with bated breath. And that's some dead air. No announcement yet. Crazy Legs has 2 questions. Who will be paying to replace the current logo tattooed on my shoulder? What about the Christmas call-in special? What if we miss a call from Randy Savage? These are all great questions. So I want to give you some confidence there, Crazy. Min in a Tub will never completely be gone. We own mininatub.com. Min in a Tub is technically just a brand that is ours. We don't want that to go away. So consider it, you know how like when you watch a television show and at the end of the television show, you might see like the company that, helped produce that show. That will always be Min in a Tub. So whatever content comes out from here, just know that Min in a Tub is behind it, and that logo still means something in this country where many things don't mean anything. I also just noticed that my light is slowly dying, and I am now in a darkened room. So just enjoy that. Just enjoy how dark my face is right now. But yeah, don't feel like your tattoo is for nothing. Min in a Tub is a powerful brand that will never go away and never die. So just know that it is really, you're supporting something that hopefully has like if I'm being honest, if I can just take a minute to totally daydream here, and that's what I'm going to do anyways, because I just have this show to myself and no one's telling me how long I can go or how long I can't go. I envision a future where where anything is possible. We have had conversations about comic books we want to write. We've had conversations about TV shows we would love to make. I've always wanted to have a variety show or a late night talk show type thing that was kind of on the internet. So there's a lot of things that we would love to build. And I think when you look into, if any of those were to happen, like if anything, that's all just a pie in the sky, right? But if any of that was to happen, I think, at the end of those creations, you would see a Min in a Tub logo somewhere in there. So I don't think it's going to go. It's a Min in a Tub production, something like that. So I don't think that's ever going to be fully gone. And maybe, that end credit scene where it says a Min in a Tub production, maybe we get a photo of your tattoo on your arm, and that'll be that end slate screenshot. That's all I'm saying. So I don't want you to feel like this is the end and you need to replace that tattoo. I think that tattoo is going to have a lot of notoriety in the future. So, and so that's kind of the reasoning behind this. We really want to work. Okay, now Crazy's saying that did not answer my questions. All right. No one will be paying. I think it does. Okay, I didn't answer your second question. The first question I did answer, right? Yes. Also, TP Poker's announcement, he finally got it out there. He says, Betty White, RIP. TP, we know this is not true. We know you like to come in here and try to, derail our show by telling us that Betty White has died. I don't believe you. Anyways, the other, to answer your other question, the Christmas call-in special, I don't think that could go away. I don't know if it'll be produced the same way that it was. I have been somewhat diligently looking into a way to screen calls on the internet before we allow them to go live. Hopefully we can figure that out by Christmas. I don't know if that'll happen this year, but it will definitely happen in the coming years. I would love to do a Christmas show this year if time allows and we're not too busy getting other stuff ready. But don't worry about it. Don't be sad. Things like that will still happen. It's just the last time that I had a show where it was just me on air, and we opened up the phone lines. It turned into a nightmare, and hopefully, no one was too scarred by that moment. Yes, Kyle says, I would love to do another Kyle and Eric Christmas call-in show. As would I, Kyle. I think they are a highlight of the year. I'm going to try to use maybe I can use my phone to better light my face. It's getting dark. The battery on my overhead light is dying. Anything else from anybody? Any other questions? I don't want to make this a full normal hour Tubcast. It's just me blabbing and blabbing. But yeah, I think at this point we just, oh, sorry. Crazy Legs says, I would watch a talk show style format that interests me. Yeah, that's like I said, that's like future dreams. I would love to pioneer the late night TV of the internet. I don't think that anyone has really successfully done that. That is definitely, I don't like to just get on here and start sharing dreams of mine, because that sounds like crazy talk, right? People are like, oh, okay, just you settle down. Those are too ambitious. But I honestly, that is one of the things you can ask any of the guys. I've talked about it so much. I would love to have like a studio with a live band and a live studio audience, and we did our own show and we just did crazy things. We could put, we could make Kuipers dance, or the audience could make Kuipers dance. Just stuff like that where you just don't see that. Like, I feel like it's something that would exist in the 90s on MTV, but there isn't really a place for it now on TV. So maybe we could bring it to the internet. So yeah, hopefully, maybe if this community blows up and we can get some more supporters, we could see something in the future where we could start to expand and build on all of our ideas. TP Poker says, thank you for the hours and hours of entertainment you've provided your loyal fans. I think that's for us. And yeah, and I don't want this to be like a sad, like we're going away thing. This is just a new and exciting adventure. We're all going on it together. And, we've tried things before. We've tried the loop, and that kind of didn't work out. And the Tubcast has always been very precious to us. We've always held it in high regard, and we haven't wanted to just not do it just because we're out on a whim or something like that. But, we're 200. This would technically be the 211th episode of this season. It's been going for almost over 4 years. Like I said earlier, it's, I think it's just one of those things where we need to try something new and, experiment. If it doesn't work, try something else. Let's see. Kyle in the chat says, I'll be the Andy to your Conan, and Kuipers and Jeremy can be the house band. Okay. I don't know if anybody watched Tom Green in the 90s on MTV, but I would kind of just want like Kuipers to be Tom's friend Phil, who would just sit in the back of the set with a coffee mug and just laugh at things. That would really be my hope for Kuipers. Maybe Jeremy could be like the announcer, kind of like the Ed McMahon or something, who would announce the guests and things, but then he would talk to us sometimes. Crazy Leg says maybe Eric could do more stand-up comedy. I just hiding my light under a bushel for many years, and I finally just let it all out over Extra Life. So I'm really glad that people were there to see it and support my stand-up comedy. I've been working on some of those jokes for a long time. As you can see, they've just been, honed in and sharpened to a deadly skill. If you missed that, you can check it out on our social media accounts. So some of you probably noticed like our logos kind of changing out there on social media. That's behind us. We're just trying to stir up some conversations, some interest. People go, what's going on? But again, I don't want this to be a scary, like sad funeral episode where everybody's crying and saying their goodbyes and it's over. I think that we'll still be doing stuff in the same vein. Like we'll still be having, funny content, things that are goofy, like things, we'll still be having a good time. It'll just be an accompaniment to playing different games and things like that. So it'll be more of an Extra Life vibe, just in smaller chunks throughout the year. So like if we decide to break into something random, it'll just happen. Also, there's potential that we'll be having like kind of like how we do on Extra Life, maybe once a month or once every couple months. We'll figure that out. We'll do the Thursday night stream from the studio where we did Extra Life, and everybody will get together and we'll do something there. Let's see. Crazy Legs are actually, Kyle says it has been a dream for years. Maybe someday. Oh, for the stand-up. Yes. We're not going anywhere. It's just a new chapter in Voyage a Minute in a Tub. That is correct, Kyle. Thank you for sharing that. Crazy Legs says the fact that you are alone in the dark does make it seem like a eulogy. I can hear I hope you had the time of your life faintly playing in the background. That is true. It is dark, and that's mainly because my light started to die. Let's see. Jolliver says it's a Irish funeral. Kind of. Sure. And he's asking if Crazy Leg brought whiskey and a bagpipe. I think that's it. I don't. Is there any other questions? Let me know before we wrap this up. No. If there are any questions, let me know. We're about done here. This is about the end of this stream. I didn't bring any doves to a release, but I did bring my old friend Picky. That's what I call him. It's out of tune. That's what's nice. What happened to it? It's very out of tune. Something. So that's right. Kyle's scared because I grabbed the guitar. I haven't played my guitar in so long. That's what's crazy. I thought I just tuned this. Let's tune it together. Well, I'll tune my guitar. You let me know in the chat if you have any more questions or if you have any song requests. I'm tuning. I don't know how it got so out of tune. This is nice. Alright, there. Maybe that's better. Yeah, don't be scared, Kyle. I just wanted to have some nice music to end this episode. I mean, who knows what these streams will bring? Can you hear the guitar okay? Question: will the prodigal son BD make a triumphant return? That's a question that I have had posed to me today in these discussions, and I think that would all be up to the prodigal son himself, Trevor. If you guys want him back, you need to let him know on social media. I'm sure he has Star Citizen that needs to be played. I think there are games that need to be seen with Trevor on screen. It doesn't mean, nothing is permanent, and things change. So maybe time has changed Trevor's heart, and he realizes that he wants to come back. Are there any other questions before we bring this evening to a close? That makes you sad that R.I.P. BD. He's not dead. Thankfully, he's alive and kicking. But yeah, if you want him to come back, I'm sure he would do some streams. He showed up at Extra Life if you missed it. Anything else? Is this the end of this episode? I will say the sad part for all of us is that the Tubcast was, it's a part of everyone's life. It's part of everyone's week. It's part of your habit, part of your routine, and that's where the sad thing comes from. I hope it's not gone forever in that form. I hope we come out with more podcasts and new ideas that are similar to that, but we'll see. Anybody else have anything else for us? Any other questions? I would like to bid you adieu, but I do want to give you some time. And I hope that you do check out what we come up with next. Don't just hear this and go, all right, well, they're done. I'm not listening anymore. Because I don't like game streams or something like that. I think that I think we're going to constantly be evolving what that looks like. So always check it out and don't be sad. So I want to try and experiment real quick here at the end. I want you guys to help me write a song. So I will try singing the lyrics you put in the chat. And that's right. What Kyle said is accurate. Don't unsubscribe. Don't run away. Don't leave. We're going to keep all the same social media channels as well as we can, and they're just going to change the name. The cast is literally part of your body. It is. It's been in a tub that's part of your body. And that doesn't change. So are those lyrics? I don't know. But yeah, we can write this farewell song together. Cast is literally part of my body. It's physically inside of me. Tonight there is nothing more. Yes, mice. The American flag sways true in the wind. Write a song about avocados. Maybe call it the avocado song. Oh, the dice fall on the floor. Tubman. I love love men in a tub. Yes, I do. Fare thee well. Fare thee well, Trevor. We hardly knew you last. I love men in a tub. I love men in a tub so much. Wet, hairy men. Wet, hairy men. Wet, hairy men. Please give us all of your money in Patreon for the next chapter. It is upon us. It is upon us. Ah, yes it is. You died in your basement playing Star Citizen. And Boris, he weeps for you. Boris, he weeps for you. For the audio listeners, I am wincing while singing this part. This is fun. LOL, smiley bemote. Sweet angel Arambe, we miss you so much, crying emote. This is really a classic tune. I think that it'll be played on radio stations for years and years to come. Oh, but wait. Epstein didn't kill himself. R.I.P. Harambe. Good luck and good night. Kyle is the most talented person in the tub. Good job. Jolliver rules. Yes, he does. You guys are not feeding me lyrics fast enough to keep this song going. Is that it? Is that the end of the song? Rest in peace, the waffle genie. Give your money to the tub. We'll be passing an offering plate here in a moment. So that was a beautiful song. I hope you all enjoyed it. It does bring us to the point in the show where we have to thank our lovely and kind Patreon peeps. I don't have a Patreon peeps song, but let's come up with something here. Maybe like a. I don't like that one. How about let's try something else? Let's see. This is the part where we want to thank all of our lovely Patreon peeps. You know what they do? They help us out over at patreon.com/meninatub. Thanks, Jay Oliver, for being our best buddy and supporting us for so long. If you wanna go to Patreon, just head on over to Patreon. It won't take you very long to type in Patreon.com/MinInATub and donate at whatever level you want. Patreon.com/MinInATub and donate at whatever level you want. Thank you, J. Oliver. That was a very special Min in a Tub Patreon section there. But yeah, go support that. Patreon's not going away. Like I said, everything will get rebranded and changed. But Jolliver says, tell me Eric and a guitar will be a segment. I hope so. I like doing that. We'll just do it under the music streaming when I get bored of playing video games and I want to hang out and play this guitar and sing silly songs with the chat. I think it would be fun to try to write these songs on the fly and see where that goes. So, yeah, thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. We really appreciate your support over the years. I think this is just a thing that people say sometimes because they feel obligated. I hope it doesn't come off that way. We've had so much fun and awesome times that I don't want this to feel like the end of anything. It's just, hey, that book ended and the sequel is coming out soon. And, sometimes the sequels are better, like Empire Strikes Back. I can't think of other good sequels right now, but I'm sure there are other good ones. Yes, we'll call it Call Me Over for the Silly Song episode, Kyle says. It could be the end of your game stream. Yeah, maybe I just always end a stream with the guitar. I would be happy to do that. We'll get a guitar or a piano or something on here, and we'll end it with some music. And if you guys have other great ideas like that, send them to us. Go over to the social media and type them at us or something. But I think that does. I really didn't want to go very long tonight. I thought this would be like a 10 or 15 minute thing, and here we are encroaching on an hour. But it's been fun. I'm glad I got to talk a bunch and not have Jeremy interrupt me. That was really the real blessing in disguise here. I'm just kidding, Jeremy, if you're watching. He's out in somewhere. I don't even know where he is. He's having fun, though. Jolliver says, I redeem Eric Song Time. Yeah, that should be in Stream Elements, or Strum Elements, as we call it. Good night, everybody. Kitty Kell says, good night, guys. I'm excited to see what's to come. So are we. Hopefully a lot more things. But stay tuned. So, like I said, you will see us be silent for a little while until probably January-ish, maybe sooner. We might just do some fun streams. I might stream some games, or Jeremy might, or Kyle might. I don't know. We might just do something just because we can't stand to be gone that long. But yes, we'll officially be back probably at the beginning of the new year. So if we don't see you for some reason before then, have a happy Thanksgiving and a Merry Hanukkah or Christmas or whatever you celebrate, and a Happy New Year. Good night, everyone. Thanks, Jolliver. Change is good. It sometimes hurts, but it is always good. Good night, everybody. A Christmas stream, Kyle asks? Maybe. All right. We'll see. And just for old time's sake, I'm going to put the promo up that says Thursdays at 9 p.m. May it never die.